Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Watchdogs. We are on episode 5 now. We are the Console Freaks. My name is Trey.
My name is Chris.
Oh, what did we do last episode? We had just found out who Bad Boy 17 was, which is Clara, however you say her name, and that this guy right here, the drunk cripple, boy, is somehow involved with him messing with his sister, and has a bone to pick with.
His name's Damien.
His name is Damien.
He's got that Merlot.
You had that punk call my sister.
Just turn that down. Oh, look at that. It was so beautiful when it shattered because it wasn't beautiful at all.
So grim,
the drink. Why the drink, you drunk? Why you gotta drink the drunk, you drunk?
I want
yes.
my partner back.
He has the most amazing soul patch.
He really does.
Doing the manly work.
But like I said last episode, he said he wanted to meet and talk things over, and this is just explaining
and I happen to know
what Damien has to do with all of this, pretty much, and that Damien is still mad about the Merlot job that they screwed up somehow, and Damien wants to get revenge.
You know what?
Pretty much.
I knew from the beginning that this guy, I knew from the second that I heard him that this guy was going to be a bad guy.
Yeah.
Plus, he's kind of got the face of a douchebag. And the hat.
The douchebag hat, and the douchebag crippled leg, everything.
Yeah, the douchebag crippled leg.
Blaming your family problems on me.
That's horrible. Don't say stuff like that.
Well,
What about you?
hey, you don't push a cripple.
You're the only one suffering.
Drunk cripple?
A drunk cripple. They made me cripple.
Took everything from me.
You know, I was thinking that this guy is kind of like
You got nothing I need.
thinking about his place in the story. Like, he legitimately, from intent alone, has a lot of
I know how to find him.
reason to be evil.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you can kind of lump him in with generic bad guy, but like,
Your big problem is
that's just it. You lump him in with generic
need you.
bad
Come on,
guy.
boy.
I don't really see much in him that's, you know, different than any other evil dude or, you know, pissed off lackey that I've ever seen.
Just like somebody you worked with that didn't like what happened and
Yeah.
just tries to ruin everything you do.
He doesn't really do anything that I can remember that's out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Like, there's no part of it that's really
to do the same without a computer.
like, oh, he did something surprising.
Yeah.
In their systems.
It all kind of boils down to he's evil, and everything that happens, which I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys. Just watch the playthrough. Anything that really happens is kind of, you know, expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw your stairs. Just free
I
run
really
over.
like how they actually kept the bottle on the ground after the cutscene.
Yeah, I would have been upset.
It's like, I'm pretty sure he smashed the bottle on the floor. Where's it at?
Well, we're still wondering about what happened to the moon in Sonic Adventure 2.
It's gone, but it's not
Well,
gone.
it got... Do you know what happened to the moon?
I remember, kind of, sort of, yes and no.
You remember, but you don't remember.
Yes.
So allow me to
remember-
refresh your memory.
I remember it being brought up before.
Yes, it was blown up in Sonic Adventure 2, and then, like, every game after that shows a whole moon, which we all know is
makes
horse
sense.
crap because you don't just rebuild a moon.
Moon!
Well, it was half blown up.
Oh, it was
in
half
Sonic.
blown up.
Yeah, this was it was Eggman was testing out the cannon on the colony arc and just fired a warning shot at the moon.
Like, you know how this game has, that was so lucky. That really was. That car pushed me over in between those two cars. But you know how I mentioned that this game has like a you can call any car you want feature, pretty much.
Saints Row did it first. Go
Yeah.
on.
All right, but the mechanic that fixes your car, he must get pissed off a lot because you just
You wreck your car
so
every
much.
time.
Exactly.
Well, you know
mess
what?
Your car up so much, and then you call him. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got your car right here. Here you go."
You
Try
know
not to
what?
wreck it as much this time.
I wouldn't say that. He's probably happy because you're what he calls job security.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you keep wrecking your crap, then he's going to continuously have something to fix.
Oh, yeah.
See, really what's happening is he's just sitting there rolling in all of your money.
He's like, I know he's going to mess the car up again.
Just sitting by the phone, waiting. The phone rings. Yeah, I know who this is.
He's like, oh, you messed your car up? Oh, it's okay. Go ahead and bring it over. Don't forget the suitcase full of money. Pretty much. That person.
I think every fourth total is free.
Yeah. Wreck the car so much. See, look at that. Just look at it. The car is so messed up.
He's going to pull out a gun and just start shooting it. Fill it full of bullet holes.
I thought about it. I actually do that a lot. Like, I just randomly pulled out a gun and pointed at someone just for no reason whatsoever. Because I just love hearing their reaction sometimes. It's just hilarious.
You know, I was thinking about this the other day. With this game, there's like it was advertised as a game that was going to, you know, it was going to bring something completely different to the table.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as far as games are concerned. The more I look at this game, the more I watch it, the more I experience it, it really doesn't, though. And, like, it's not a bad game in any regards, but it's like, it's the pinnacle of taking a storyline. Like, the storyline is in itself really good, and just, like, fixating it on things that have already been done.
Okay.
Like, a lot of the gameplay mechanics are ripped either straight from Grand Theft Auto, straight from Saints Row, or straight from Assassin's Creed.
Mostly Assassin's Creed, just because it was made
Ubisoft.
by Ubisoft, yeah.
But, like, to me, you know, it's kind of a disappointment, because what I was promised by at E3 was like this whole revolutionary
something,
you know, hacking.
Yeah.
Friends.
Yeah, you mentioned that before, that it didn't meet up to your expectations either.
Like, because the way that they showed it off made it look like absolutely amazing and just different.
Well, I mean, it's not a bad game.
Well, yeah.
Like, in the same way Assassin's Creed is not a bad game. I mean, I don't like it, but it's just my taste in games.
Yeah.
But
I know what you're doing.
but like that's the thing that I'm seeing more and more. It feels like it's a game that had a lot of promise, a lot of potential, and then they decided at the last minute, we're just going to play it safe because we don't want to screw this up.
Do
Yeah.
you hear yourself?
It was
Why can't you stop?
what was I about to say? I was about to make reference to a game.
I'm trying to think of another game that's done that before, where it was like so close to the release date and they just pushed it back.
You are my
Like
Sonic
at the
Boom?
very last second.
and I love
Well,
Did they do
Sonic,
that with Sonic Boom?
Sonic Boom didn't get pushed
But
back.
Jackson is
It
my
just
world,
like
and I will keep you away in a second before I let him get hurt.
it was kind of one of those where
Promise me, you will stop.
they
You
they
can't
had it
save
as
Nina.
one thing, and then they're like, oh well, we're gonna make it a Sonic game now.
Okay,
But they
okay.
didn't change any of the core mechanics. I think I could just be spouting out my ass at this point.
No, you didn't.
I think I heard it at some point. But
Yeah, I don't really know, because I didn't
blame
really
you.
look into Sonic Boom all that much.
well, you know, going off on a
Promise me you
tangent
will
here,
stop.
since we're just listening to mindless exposition
We
and
need this.
flashbacks.
As a family.
With Sonic Boom, I heard about it a few months before its release. And I didn't really hear much about the game itself, aside from like concept art and stuff like that. And I was kind of interested, but I didn't really hear anything about the gameplay until, of course, after the game came out.
Like there's been so many Sonic games at the moment, and what makes Sonic Boom different from?
Change that.
It's
Any other Sonic
it's
game?
not a Sonic game.
Walk away.
Oh, it's not.
What you expect from a Sonic game is high-speed platforming. With, of course, the characters in the universe, in the Sonic universe.
How did that
And,
I'm guessing he didn't die.
you know,
Relax, I got
we're
a
used to
plan.
seeing that.
Gorman Heights on the rooftop.
Occasionally, they'll take and go off with something different, like the whole werehog
Yep.
thing in Sonic Unleashed, and of course, they had a bunch of different play styles in Sonic Adventure games.
Uh-huh.
But like the core of it is speed-based platforming. There's none of that in Sonic Boom.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's-
it kind of reminds me from looking at it like I've heard like Clement and Johnny say that it was similar to like the Lego games, but what it reminded me a lot of was like Ratchet and Clank.
Okay.
Which I mean I like the Ratchet and Clank games, but as a Sonic game that just doesn't do it for me. You know, I liked the adventure titles. I liked Sonic Heroes pretty good.
Yeah.
Shadow the Hedgehog sucked, and so did Sonic 06. On the other hand, though, like what I also heard was I heard a lot of people like complaining about it and saying it was worse than Sonic 06, and I think that's bogus. Because like, as far as the game itself, Sonic Boom didn't do too bad. Like, there's a lot of technical glitches, and a lot of other things that are like graphically and technically wrong with it.
Yeah.
But as far as the game itself, as far as the standalone concept of it, you know, it's not bad. It's just not Sonic. You know, they could have literally taken any characters and put it in it, and it would have been a perfectly fine game in its own regard. That's just the Sonic fan base being wusses. Yeah, I said it. Who wants some? Come on.
Being a wuss.
Quit being a wussy.
Oh my god.
But anyways, back to this. We, like, what I just saw, we just saw you stop a crime.
Yeah, this was just one of those random events that you can go and do there.
Just side quest stuff, and
you can
it's
either,
nothing important.
Yeah. You can either just go stop a crime, go beat up a gang at their hideout, well, kill them at their hideout, or like stop a convoy or a bunch of other stuff. Like for the convoys, actually, there's one special mission that you can do for the convoys, and you actually have to. It ties this and Assassin's Creed together because you have to actually go and kill the what's the guy's name? The head of Abstergo.
The head of obscurity.
Your ride's ready.
Abstergo, like the company in
You're welcome.
in Assassin's Creed.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, you have to basically just go and kill him or something. I don't know, and it's pretty cool because they actually have whenever
you just got that car fresh and you just rammed it into a wall.
straight into the wall.
Beautiful.
But words. My stuttering's not letting me talk. But literally, if you like go and profile him, it'll like tell you how much money he makes, who he works for, which is Abstergo, which is the company in Assassin's Creed, and it'll tell you like the list of crimes that he has. And if you actually played the Assassin's Creed game, you'd actually like know what
You have the crimes.
what am I trying to say exactly? And I don't know. I just think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is kind of a nice little throwback, especially for fans of the Assassin's Creed series. It's confirmed the same universe. Really, we're just fighting Templars at this point.
Aiden is a Templar.
Aiden
He just doesn't know it yet.
So, as far as the story is concerned, what did that cutscene yield for us?
For him just remembering.
Yeah, like where do we have to?
Not really much. Like that cutscene didn't really have much of anything because there are several remembering points that you can just go and.
Johnny can be a pain
So
to
it's
work
just a
with.
flashback thing?
Yeah. It's a random flashback thing.
Things were different.
So now we're tracking down Jordy.
Him down.
Yeah, we have to actually go find Jordy because
But if he says we got a problem, I need to take it as a massive understatement.
yeah, because Jordy I
And
now
let the
remember.
survivor
Jordy
ID
said that the person there was a guy from the
Everything's gonna
stadium
spiral out of
that
control.
had got arrested, and he's still alive. He was supposed to be dead, but he's not. So you have to go find him and take him out before he's able to say anything to the police.
I think I remember you finishing this mission.
Yeah.
Like I was watching you while you were recording.
Now this part here, just this cutscene that's about to come up, I just think it's the funniest thing in the world. Just
Did you break them up? Are they humping?
No,
They're banging.
They're tied up,
Hi.
and they got masks over their head,
Fuck.
and it's because of him.
Jordy. Who are they?
Just watch.
Well,
It's funny.
They live here. What happened? Well, security in these buildings is pretty tight. So people like this feel nice and secure living
This
way
kind
here, and
of
these people just
character
had a simple chain lock on
I
their
do
door.
think is
I guess they wanna have a
interesting.
good
Just
look at
somebody
the
who's
guy before they
like
open it all the way. All right, fine.
completely confident with
So about
himself
this
and
problem.
completely calm, cool, and collected,
That's
even
why I
though
brought the bolt cutters.
he just did something that's
He opens the door to
absolutely
this monstrous chain
insane.
Right there, I slip him in and snip, and guess what? It's not the pizza guy.
It's
Jordy,
not
the
the
problem
pizza
is
guy.
going.
Freaking
We are dealing with
Aiden's
it.
there to talk about something important. He just like, oh, I just busted into these people's houses just because I could, just because they
Tied
felt
him up.
secure.
Just tied him up.
How
Yeah.
much I take
It's
care
like
of
they feel all high and mighty.
They've had it too good for too long.
So I'm just gonna come up here, tie him up, and yeah, just because I want to.
You remember the stiff from the stadium?
That's pretty much what just happened right now. And I just think it's the funniest thing in the world.
Oh, he's about to walk into an interrogation and point a
Yeah.
finger. Right at
But
you.
the guy that you have to go and talk to is actually, you remember in the very beginning when you walked out of the room from Mari's,
Kick me when
and the
I'm
guy, there was a guy in front of you, he had like a bunch of tattoos on his face.
See there?
I think so.
Yeah, him.
Call went up
He's the
this
guy
morning.
that didn't die
Somebody's paying
because
$2
he
to grab
was,
his car
I
and make him talk.
think, stabbed or
And
shot by
one of
Jordy,
those
but he
guys
didn't die out. He
is
didn't
running
die
an
fully.
assignment.
He was just half dead.
Well, so it's Jordy's
it's
fault
fine.
that we
It's
have to do
Jordy.
that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Poor Maurice pissed himself after your last show. Don't worry.
Oh, he's got a snipper rifle.
You know
Yeah,
how to use that thing?
in
Just
in
get
this
your ass
mission,
down there, I got
Jordy
you covered.
actually
And
helps you.
don't kill
So
the boss this time.
Does he become a
Count
boss
on
later
you.
on?
You think?
does Jordy become a boss later on?
Yeah. He's boss fight.
Spoiler alert. Maybe not. Who knows?
Let's make this quick, okay?
He's-
My
he's
balcony
your enemy.
hosts are moaning, and that stuff gives me migraines. I
Don't
get
ask me
migraine
questions.
fears. I am
Unless you don't want, unless you really want to know. Do you really
You know,
want to know?
I want to know this off screen,
Off screen.
off camera, off audio, off commentary.
So I'm not saying anything
Behind
about
this, yeah, don't say it because we don't like. It's one thing to spoil a game that's been out for 15 years and that has absolutely like. If you haven't played it by now, then what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
But like, this is a relatively recent game, and there's probably a lot of people who haven't played it that want to play it. And then-
So what you're saying is that we can spoil Tetris, but you can't spoil this.
dude, Tetris is some serious business.
Hey, don't nobody mess with Tetris.
Don't nobody. Yeah, exactly.
Spoil Tetris, you'll die. I dare you to spoil Tetris for me. What if they made a Tetris game that actually had a story? Do they have a no? A Tetris game with a storyline?
I think that's called Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Dr. Robotnik.
I actually don't know.
But
Like if they have that. I know they have Pac-Man with a storyline
yeah.
and Frogger.
For this mission here, all you're doing Frogger. Okay, I don't know why that. Okay, focus. For this mission here, all you're really doing is just getting rid of some of the enemies by moving stuff around and letting Jordy actually shoot them. Because if you don't, well, you can do it without doing that, but it'll just be harder because there'll be more
Just
times
go
for you to be
completely
seen.
like Solid Snake over here and
Yeah.
just take everybody out.
See, and as you can see on my map, most of the guys on this side is already gone, thanks to Jordy.
That's pretty
And,
good. He's
yeah.
a good sniper.
Oh, he's a pretty good hitman. If I can say so myself.
360 no scoping off that.
He's over there just spinning in circles, shooting randomly.
Yeah. Trick shotting everybody.
Yeah, pretty much. But what you have to do is just go in here and talk to this guy because you have to try to find out where this guy is, where the
This guy. You have to talk to this guy because you have to find out where this guy is.
exactly.
These are two different guys, but
have
they're
to talk-
both called this guy.
You have to talk to some guy. I don't remember what his name is.
Oh, so now it's some guy.
Some guy. You have to talk to some guy to figure out where the prisoner is, the guy that you're trying to find. Which is this cutscene right here.
Cutscene.
He's all yours.
It's all yours. Oh, he's dead.
Jordy shot him.
The black guy. I gotta reach for my gun.
Oh,
I'm
you're looking for
gonna
this?
Reach for my gun.
Who's assigned to the prison job? What?
Oh, see? Okay, he tries to act like he doesn't know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Sure does.
Lance Brenner. How's the family?
How's the family?
Aiden is a
gonna
really...
die.
What are you doing?
He's a really
Messing
twisted
with your
individual.
family.
He's really messed up. He really
Like
is.
You got two lives going at once.
He's a good guy, but sometimes
gonna
he
be
can
in
just be
college
pure
soon.
evil.
It's pricey.
Well, you know, sometimes, like, as far as interrogation tactics, sometimes it's just what you gotta do.
That's true.
Goes
And he
to
can just
camps
be
with a
brutally-
lot of money in them.
Brutal whenever he wants to be.
Hey. Do you know that your name is
So
tied
many
to a
cold
whole bunch
cases.
of cold cases? I bet the cops would love a chat.
Okay, hold on.
He's new iPhone 5. This is all Apple's. It's just a giant
Prison
Apple
job.
commercial.
Oh my
It's
god.
Angelo Tucci. He's running
Apple,
a
why are you
convoy.
doing this to me?
Never find out.
You can hack into everything with your new iPhone 26.
Why do you want us?
26ZW7.
What is wrong with you?
Why do they start putting letters after the
I
numbers?
wouldn't know where to begin.
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me either. Like, it seems kind of stupid. And
It really does.
Like, just an extra way to sell more copies of the same thing.
It's absolutely ridiculous. But hey, this is the end of this part, guys. We will see you guys in the next one.